All right. How are we doing? I know it's literally Monday, and I don't usually do Mondays, but this Monday is a Monday that I'm doing. Um, Speaking of Doki Doki, yesterday in the middle of getting whooped on by who I truly believe is Roxas, um, I thought to myself, I have not finished Doki Doki. And so here we are, playing Doki Doki Literature Club. Am I scared? Yeah. Is it supposed to be Christmas feel good time? Yeah. But we're here playing Doki Doki because apparently I like to suffer. I mean, you guys saw me playing 2 hours of Kingdom Hearts getting absolutely shredded, so this should not be a surprise. Let's see. We have a couple of poems unlocked. Okay, some cute little pictures. Okay. I'm gonna leave it at this one because this one's adorable. I like to feel good, not just be scared 24/7. I don't remember the last thing that happened. Honestly, my okay. Oh, gay. Yeah. I'm already feeling very unsettled. I don't know about y'all. What happened last? I don't know. I made too many saves. What's the latest save? An autosave at 8:11 on 10:16. Ooh, buddy, it's been a minute. I'm so sorry. 8:31. 8:46. I think 8:46 p.m. is the one that's the latest. 8:46 p.m. it is. Oh god, did you hear that? That was not just me, right? The music skipped and stuff. No. Why do I do this to? I do this to myself, and then I get really scared. And then I'm sitting here, and there's not really anything to do except to be scared. I'm really scared. Okay. Alright, can you guys tell that when I'm scared or frustrated I start singing? Yeah, that's my thing, I guess. Marriage, cute. Imagination. That's right, I said this game I'm gonna pick things that I like, right? I'm freaking terrified of Yuri and I keep getting Yuri. I guess me and her really like the same things. Pout. What I'm doing right now. Maybe I should have turned the music down. I'm really nervous. Jumpy. Same. Precious. Do I click it, guys? Oh, I do this to myself, I swear. Okay. Bubbles. Breathe. Okay. Pure. Strawberry, that sounds pretty good. Oh, I hear footsteps. What the hell? That's so freaking weird. I'm just gonna go fast. Ah! Okay. Forgive me, okay? Parfait. That sounds yummy. Real life noises of my air conditioning turning on. Yeah, that's really helping, Twirl. Okay. I can match that pitch too, okay, puppy? Death? Ooh, okay, melody. Ooh, agonizing this experience. Romance? Excitement. A tone. Heaven sent, that's cute. A prayer. Lipstick. I'm wearing some red lipstick right now. Dear Lord, if something pops up, I will scream. I swear to God. Okay, Yori. I really don't want to see you anymore. You're really scary, okay? Can we just... I'm gonna cry. I'm just gonna push my headphone a little bit back. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. She's freaking terrifying. I'll try to do the voice acting. Why can't I save? I'm scared. Hi, Royal Kind. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to. Is she really late again? And consider it as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention, okay? I'm sorry. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. So, Natsuki, nobody cares. Why don't you go look for some coins under the vending machine or something? Is she calling her poor? That's rude. Yeah, Yuri, I'm not cool with you anymore. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival too. Anyway, Royal-Kind, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Royal-Kind is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose. I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes! Thank you for your understanding, Monica. No, Monica. Please, why are you abandoning me? Actually, I have a request. The answer's no. The answer's freaking no, okay? Do you mind if I make some tea first? Yes, go, forever. Make the world's longest freaking tea and never return. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch her as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Didn't I already... Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. We already did this. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's... Oh, excuse me, I'm so like, what the hell is going on? I can't save the phone for some reason and I'm really scared. Okay. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. I could have sworn we already did this. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored just waiting here, so I decided to go look for her. Can we not? Because I'm pretty sure this already happened. And she comes out with like bloody arms, and I don't want to see. Second time? Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in phase? I can't press A. I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Ah! Oh, okay. What was that? I know how to deal with this. Wait. How did I? Sorry. I just had a really weird. You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't really been showing or anything. I would hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least, that's what I've discovered. When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So, I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies, and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So, I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently, something's been wrong. I don't know what it is. But every time we come to the club, my heart starts going crazy, like it's gonna rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Royal Kind, is it just me? Or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club. But recently, I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. Finally, we're alone. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. Oh, no. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Oh gosh, her eyes. That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? Her eyes keep changing. I can show you my collection. I've gotten them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Royal Kine. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school. And read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we could meet each other, and now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that for me, Royal Kine? Will... Who should I show my poem to first? Can I save? No? Okay. Not Yuri. Natsuki? This one's alright. Alright. Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I still can't really tell how much you actually care about writing, but either way, you're doing alright. Even though you're not really spending time with anyone but Yuri, I still think it's nice to have activities that we all participate in. So you better keep working hard. I mean, I know I'm not president or vice president or anything, but that doesn't mean you can let me down, okay? So, at least read mine too for now. But just to be clear, this poem means a lot to me. So read it carefully, okay? I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm gonna hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please, see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about it. It's like she just wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. I changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Royal Kine? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica? Should I just show it to Monica? I mean, I'm avoiding Yuri anyway. Don't say I didn't warn you, Royal Kine. I want to cry. I have the chills. I have no option but to talk to Yuri. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Royal Kind, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, I don't care. You're too nice to me, Royal Kind. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? It's bad when your eyes change. You can be in love, just... Yuri holds my poem to her chest.
Hi, Royal.
How's
it going?
I do a potato. Welcome to the stream. It's going good. Speaking about not finishing Doki Doki, I was like, it's time. It's time we finish it. But also, Yuri is freaking terrifying. How's it going for you? I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. Okay, you can have my poem too. Besides, after you read it, I know you're...
Sorry for the scare.
You're okay. I think I'm just gonna be scared this whole time. This game is just too much for me. I'm glad you're here, actually. I don't feel alone and scared now. So if anything, thank you for being here. I'm really nervous, honestly. Yuri's been weird. And she was already weird. Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Why is the background red? And what the hell is that music? I don't like that it's speeding up. You know what? Let's just... making a mess of her. My head starts going crazy. Gash thoughts turn. Shooting pain assaults my mind along with thoughts. This is disgusting, absolutely disgusting. How could I ever let myself think these things? But it's unmistakable. The lust continues to linger. I don't like that it's speeding up. Through my veins, in ache in muscles from the unreleased tensions experienced by my entire body. Her third eye is drawing closer. I'm not gonna look. I already know she's looking. Do you like it? I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See? Aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? Okay. I think I'm going to vomit. Oh god. Do we say yes? Do I really want to say yes? It's not even telling me what it is. Like, do I? Is it going to be a jump scare? Because I'm going to cry. I can't handle this. A joke. A man walked into a club. In the club, there was a girl who liked him very much. They spent some time together, and then she liked him even more. One day, the girl realized she was in love with him. Before disaster could happen, a third party intervened with her programming. Suddenly, the girl hated herself for being in love. This contradiction caused the script to derail. The universe started to collapse, but she killed herself just in time. How is that a joke? Can I save? No, I can't. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm gonna be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, you can make cupcakes. I know you're at least good at that. Yuri, you can... Well, it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica, I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice moon lighting. There, see? That's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Huh? What about Royal Kine? Royal Kine is gonna help me. Wait, you? You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is! What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Did the music skip? Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would fucking know. Whoa. All you care about now is dragging Royal Kine around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey, I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Royal Kine decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Royal Kine make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Royal Kine, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for... Excuse me. You shut your mouth. Oh, for God's sake. This is never gonna end. Just make the choice, okay? I don't want Yuri. Ah! Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. Excuse me. I didn't choose anything, and the music keeps skipping and I'm scared. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Royal Kine for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. Oh god. I don't like when the music cuts. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Royal Kine away from me. Every single time you're not included in something.
Be right back, gotta feed the kiddos.
Alright, I'll see you, Timo. I'm gonna miss you because I'm terrified. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Please take me with you. Monica, please. Please. Hey, Royal Kine. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. No, please, God, Monica. Oh my god. What the hell is that sound? Finally. Finally. This is really all I wanted. Royal Kine, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm gonna die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling's too strong now. I don't care anymore, Royal Kine. I have to tell you, I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica's listening. Please, Royal Kine. Oh, I'm gonna pass out. I'm so scared. Just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touch myself with the pen I stole from you. That's not love, Yuri, and I'm gonna pass out because you're scaring me. Okay, let me get a little break. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Royal Kine. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? No. You're scaring me? Let's talk about therapy. Why are we laughing so much? Can I just not look at this anymore? I'm really scared. Do I even want to save this? Like... Wait. Why can't I go to the menus anymore? I'm just... Ah, why is it going red? I'm not looking because this is so messed up. She should have gone to therapy. Is the text saying anything? No, right? It's just squares and random symbols and us staring at Yuri. Oh god, her eyes are losing color. I didn't want to stop. I don't want to look at this. Can we just... Dear Lord. Why are we just... You know what I'm thinking is like, why are we staring? Like, why didn't we call 911? Oh god. Alright, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me. I thought it was pretty... Ah! Oh god. Yeah. Yeah, I mean... If it's been a whole weekend, it's gotta be gross. I'm here! Royal Kind, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Well, that's a shame. Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Royal Kind? Oh jeez. I didn't realize the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? I don't know if boring is the word I would use to describe that. Just give me a sec. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake really quick. Monica lifts the foil from blah blah blah's tray and takes a cupcake. Seriously? These are the best? I really just had to have one, since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. those noises. Uh, can you hear me? Is it working? Is what working? Ah, okay. Yay! There you are. Hi again, Royal Kind. Um, welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? Not you, in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Royal Kind. Or do you actually go by Royal Kind or something? Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible you didn't know that? That's what I've been trying to tell you all along. Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself? I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible. But for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true I made a few mistakes here and there, since I'm not very good at making changes to the game. But no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. Amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Royal Kind? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Royal Kind. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand. Because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world, in this game, knowing my friends don't even have free will, and worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Royal Kind. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Royal Kind. Is that like the freaking universe in the back or something? Interesting. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you? I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so. But it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. It felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things. But I realized that you have the same perspective as I do. That it's all just some game. And I knew you would get over it. So that being said, Royal Kind, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Royal Kind, will you go out with me? I can't press circle. I can't press start. Okay, Yes? I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Royal Kind. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Royal Kind. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. Kinda freaked me out how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. Guess there's only one way to find out, right? Dear Lord. I'm just gonna pick Monica. Monica. Oni? Mon? Am I coming up with nicknames for you? I don't like this noise, so I'm just gonna pass through here as quickly as possible. I'm scared. Hi again, Royal Kind. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Royal Kind. Did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I mean, Monica, you're not really giving me a lot of choice here. Oh god, there's nothing. There's no point in saving anymore. Don't worry, I'm not going anywhere. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems that I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization. Or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? You only killed everyone, Monica. You might have gotten mad at me. Maybe even deleted my character file, if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now I don't have to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Royal Kind? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? If it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look into each other's eyes. Let's see. As long as you don't do anything freaky. I mean, I guess she's chill. Outside of the fact she's killed her friends in horrible ways. Oh god, I can't exit. What's up, Monica? You kind of gotta. You're kind of rivaling Yuri here. Not gonna lie. I'm kind of missing Yuri. At least I could skip her. You know, it's around that time of year that everyone my year starts to think about college. It's a really turbulent time for education. We're at the height of this modern expectation that everyone has to go to college, you know? Finish high school, go to college, get a job, go to grad school. I guess. It's like a universal expectation that people just assume is the only option. They don't teach us in high school that there are other options out there. Yo, Monica, you're dissing me because I'm a school counselor, and let me tell you right now, I tell those options, okay? I do. There's trade, there's going right into the field, there's internships. It's not just college. I know. Like trade schools and stuff, you know. I know. Or freelance work. Yes, you can be your own independent artist, independent worker, hardworking streamers out there. That's a career. Or the many industries that value skill and experience more than formal education. But you have all these students who have no idea what they want to do with their life. Exactly why I'm in the field I am. Instead of taking the time to figure it out, they go to college for business or communication or psychology. Excuse me? Not because they have an interest in those fields, but because they just hope the degree will get them some kind of job after college. So the end result is that there are fewer jobs to go around for those entry-level degrees, right? So the basic job requirements get higher, which forces even more people to go to college. And colleges are also businesses, so they just keep raising their prices due to the demand. So now, we have all these young adults, tens of thousands of dollars in debt with no job. But despite all that, the routine stays the same. Well, I think it's gonna start getting better soon. But until then, our generation is definitely suffering from the worst of it. I just wish high school prepared us a little better with the knowledge we need to make the decision that's right for us. Exactly why I'm in the field I'm in. Monica's just preaching to the choir right here. We're gonna stare at each other a little more. Okay. That was like strangely relatable to me though, like super hardcore. And I'm wondering how. Well, it is circumstantial. It is that time where people play. I'm just a little bit like stunned, I guess, that that's what we're talking about when that's my career. A little bit freaked out. Hey, do you like horror? I remember we talked about it a little bit when you first joined the club. I can enjoy horror novels, but not really horror movies. The problem I have with horror movies is that most of them just rely on easy tactics, like dark lighting and scary looking monsters and jump scares and things like that. It's not fun or inspiring to get scared by stuff that just takes advantage of human instinct. But with novels, it's a little different. The story and writing need to be descriptive enough to put genuinely disturbing thoughts into the reader's head. It really needs to etch them deeply into the story and characters, and just mess with your mind. In my opinion, there's nothing more creepy than things just being slightly off. Like if you set up a bunch of expectations on what the story's gonna be, and then you just start inverting things and pulling them apart. So even though the story doesn't feel like it's trying to be scary, the reader feels deeply unsettled. Like they know that something horribly wrong is hiding beneath the cracks, just waiting to surface. God, just thinking about it gives me the chills. That's the kind of horror I can really appreciate. But I guess you're the kind of person who plays cute romance games, right? Don't worry. I will make you read any horror stories anytime soon. I can't really complain if we just stick with the romance. Alright, Monica. I think I'm gonna head out if I can. If you'll let me. Because these noises are a little too much. These conversations have been beautiful. You're beautiful outside of your craziness, but I gotta go. You know? This is just some kind of tacky romance game, right? I kinda have to ask, what made you even consider even playing it in the first place? Were you that lonely? I feel a little bad for you. But I guess everything worked perfectly in the end. For both of us. I got to meet you, and you're not lonely anymore. I can't help but feel like this was fate. Don't you feel that way too? Not really. I'm gonna leave. Alright, I'm gonna head out. Well, huh. A poem from Monica distributed at special events. An electrical signal from some remote corner of my brain, connecting all kinds of circuits and nerves and chemicals in a web understood by nobody. The chemicals make my chest tingle around my beating heart. The nerves make my hand move, staining a dead tree with some dark substance. The ink reflects light into your glimmering eyes. Holding this paper is almost as though you are holding my hand, which wrote it. Let our emotions stir together until our hearts beat in harmony, connected to each other. I feel electric. Just Monica. Okay. Oh yeah, the joke. Music. What was new? I didn't see what was new. Just Monica. Why would you want to listen to that? That one's kind of funny. Sayonara? Oh, why the hell would you listen to that? Candy hearts. Look at their little pictures, how cute. Side stories. Stories of friendship unrelated to the events of the main game. Do we delete Monica? I'm just gonna do side stories first. I don't want to delete her yet. She's so sweet. But crazy. It's hard to forget that, like... I mean, it's hard to forget. It's hard remembering that, like... The characters by themselves seem so cute. And then they have these, like, jacked up things about them that I'm like, oh yeah, that happened. Monica killed her friends. Oh yeah. She's not just sweet. Okay, everyone. The literature club is starting. Let's all have a seat and take attendance, okay? I miss debate club. Who knew it would be so difficult to start a new club? I feel worse with every day that passes without anyone coming in. I'm really starting to lose confidence. Monica is the only member of the literature club. In the days that have passed, all of her efforts to recruit new members have been fruitless. Am I going about this wrong? Monica glances at one of her flyers. The headline is, "Do you like literature?" Maybe nobody is into literature enough to pick it over their other club interests. I can't just rely on people liking literature. I need to sell them on a vision. A vision? But what kind of vision? Monica rests her head on her desk, deep in thought. But before she realizes it, the recent nights of staying up too late start to catch up to her. It's so quiet, and the noise of the air conditioner is soothing. Did she fall asleep?
Hello, MS Kind.
E01, welcome to the stream. How you doing? Oh. Suddenly, a voice causes Monica to snap awake. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I never do this. Is this the napping club? No, this is... Monica pauses, suddenly embarrassed to admit that this is, in fact, the literature club. This is the literature club. Yay! I thought I got it wrong for a sec. I'm super sorry. It was like so unprofessional of me to do that. Don't apologize. I do that all the time. Oh. Did I miss the club meeting? Where is everybody? Well, about that. This is everybody. Really? Just you? But we're getting more members. I'm working really hard on it. Hold on a sec. If it's just you... That means I get to be vice president. Wait, vice president? What are your qualifications? Well, I'm better at napping than you. Maybe I should be president. Now you're just making fun of me. Oh, I'm sorry. What was your name? Sayori. Okay, Sayori. I've been trying really, really hard on this club. I know you caught me at a weird time, but it's really disheartening not to be taken seriously, you know? I care so much about this. I just want to find other people who do too. Oh no. I'm so sorry. I do care. I promise. I have a hard time being serious, that's all. I didn't mean for it to hurt you. And I was joking about the vice president thing too. I would make a terrible vice president. I mean, I'm sure that... Monica tries to say something reassuring, but it's difficult when she still doesn't know much about Sayori. I'm sorry that this isn't, like, a real club yet. Would you still be interested in joining after I found a few members, at least? Well, no. I want to join now. Really? Yeah, it sounds like a lot of fun. Besides, I can tell how hard you've been working. You're doing something amazing, and you should be proud of it, you know? So let me help you turn something stressful into something fun. If nothing else, I'm good at that, so... Honestly, how could I possibly say no to that? That's really sweet of you, Sayori. Oh, I'm Monica, by the way. Monica! That's such a cool name. Oh, now you're just trying to cheer me up. But you're smiling. Well, I didn't say it didn't work. Monica glances at the flyer on her desk and realizes her name is already written on it. So, what do we do first? Well, it's getting pretty late, isn't it? We can go home and try to come up with some new ideas to recruit club members. I can do that. Cool. And I think I need to put some more thought into my vision for the club. You know, like a mission. My mission is to make everyone happy. Yeah, something like that. I need to think about it. Hey, do you like hugs? I guess so? Sayori suddenly pulls Monica into a friendly hug, and then lets go. Some people can really just use a hug sometimes. Besides, Sayori whispers loudly, hug energy is what keeps me at my best. Hug energy, Monica laughs. Although Sayori is very different from her, Monica feels her spirits lifted. Maybe it's just because she finally found another club member. But, well, I'm looking forward to tomorrow then. It'll be fun. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm gonna think really hard tonight about how to get more people. Yeah, me too. Was wholesome. A day passes, and the time comes for the literature club. Monica and Sayori to reconvene. As president, Monica ensures that she's the first to arrive to the club room, but she finds herself waiting longer than expected for Sayori. It's been 10 minutes already. Maybe Sayori changed her mind about joining? No, that can't be. She was so excited yesterday. But I am getting kind of worried. Suddenly, Sayori comes bounding through the door. In her hand, she's holding a sheet of paper. Sorry I'm late, I'm here. It's okay, welcome back. And Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet. Before? This would be my first playthrough with this new game. It is not my first ever playthrough. My first ever playthrough I did with the OG game. This is just, I believe this is all new content for this Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. It seems wholesome so far, so I'm happy. I just don't know. I'm a little nervous because you know how this game is. Hopefully it stays wholesome. Hopefully. Sayori spins over to Monica and deposits the sheet.
Got an update?
Yes. It's... I forgot how many hours of new content, but it's quite a bit. This whole thing that I'm doing right now is like side stories. I have zero idea what they are. So far it seems pretty cute. It seems like prequel content so far, because they're making the club. Not too sure though. And then Monica seems pretty nice, to be honest, and Sayori doesn't seem as depressed. So it seems like a prequel. Take my hand. Take my hand, take me forward. Take me to your dreamland. Caution me to watch my step, so I can't look back at my footprints. Climb the stairs ahead of me while I look up to you. The more I look forward, the more I look up. The more I can lend to you. If you can trust me to follow your pace, I'll trust you to set it. If you can trust me to lend you a smile, I'll trust you to return it.
I didn't know that. I gotta check it out soon.
Yes! I'm honestly super excited because this is one of those games that stays with you for sure. For multiple reasons. But, I'm excited to see this new content for sure. Take my hand, take me forward, take me to your dreamland. I think it's reasonably priced too, like $20, maybe even cheaper with all the like Cyber Monday, Black Friday deals that are going on. It's probably even cheaper. If you get the physical one, it comes with these little goodies like acrylic stands. No, not acrylic, cutout stands of the characters, and then like a membership club for the literature club, like an ID, and a poem, which I haven't read because I don't know if it's a spoiler, but pretty cool. You wrote this, Sayori? Of course. Wait, no, that's the wrong side of the paper. Huh? I wasn't ready to share that yet. I'm so embarrassed. Monica flips over the paper. Written on the other side is a list of ideas for recruiting new club members. Oh, so this is what you meant to show me. But I'm curious now. Do you write poetry often? I do, but I'm sure I'm not anywhere near as good at it as you are. Really? I'm actually terrible at writing poetry. I've never written anything I was happy with. Like, I always read it again a week after I write it, and I'm like, wow, this is so stupid. I feel you, Monica, same. I don't know. It's like the dramatic version of me doesn't agree with the person I want myself to be, or something like that. Oh, you should have more confidence in yourself. You are the literature club president. I guess you're not wrong there. I need to, like, set a good example or whatever. Hmm. I can't envision the club doing something like that. Doing what? Like sharing poems we write and stuff like that. Oh, yeah! I would love that. It's such a good way to learn about other people? It's like we have so many emotions that we can't express to other people, usually. But you can when it's in a poem, right? Yeah. I think that's helping me form a more cohesive vision for the club. So I'm glad you showed me. Well, even though it was by accident. Me too. I felt embarrassed at first.
Ook, are we safe?
Are we safe? I have no idea. I'm doing the absolutely brand new content now. So this is all new to me. It seems wholesome. It seems like a prequel. So I feel like everything's happy. I felt embarrassed at first, but now it feels kind of good that someone else read it. I'll try to show you more of them in the future. I'd love that. Oh geez, I'm getting distracted. Right now we're learning about... Monica was the first member, and Sayori just happened to stumble in.
Watch, it's gonna get effed up soon as usual.
Oh no, I hope not. This little heart can't take it. Do you want to go over this recruitment brainstorm together? My brainstorm's so hard. It was like a brain hurricane. My brain is a natural disaster. Sayori, that's terrible. Anyway, let's look at the list. Make cupcakes. I was hungry, but it's a good idea, isn't it? Let me think about this. I mean, when would we have the chance to give people cupcakes? Like when they come into the club. What if we said we had free cupcakes on the flyers? I'm kind of worried that would bring in the wrong kind of people, Wrong kind. People would just come for the cupcakes and then leave. Oh,
I'm
nobody
down
would
for
do
free
that.
Cupcakes.
You're like, sign me up. Same. Especially chocolate. Lately, I've been super obsessed with chocolate cake pops
Oh
from
wait,
Starbucks.
that's what they meant, lol.
I know, we would be one of those. It's okay, I'll be right there with you. We'll grab our cupcakes and run. Because, TBH, they're kind of crazy, so... I don't know that I would want to join this club, knowing what we know, No, I'm just kidding.
Velvet cupcakes.
Ooh, velvet. I just really would love chocolate on chocolate on chocolate. I'm talking chocolate chips, chocolate frosting, chocolate cake, and I'm talking like intense chocolate cake. And I want chocolate, but I'm just kidding, that would be too much. But the chocolate cupcake, yeah. But
Oreos.
Oreo cupcake? Oh my god, imagine Oreo frosting. But
Subscribe to join the
I want to
royalty
find
on
people
YouTube.
who are really
URL.
to literature, even if they don't know it yet. Let's see. The next thing on the list. Hunt for people reading books. I don't think I get it. Like going around the school and finding people who are reading books, Like in the morning or during lunch, and we tell them to check out the literature club. Well, the problem with that is she says like a lot. Wouldn't most people reading books just be doing it for an assignment or something? How would we know they're just reading for fun? We could ask them. But then we'd be bothering people who are trying to do schoolwork. I didn't think about that part. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. You're coming up with a lot more things than I can. Oh, your next idea is to hand out
If
flyers.
you're happy and you know it, click follow.
Bam. Rather than just put them up on the wall, I'd definitely like to start doing that. I'm useful. I never said you weren't. I just need to think. What would we tell people when handing them out? I don't want to just be like, join the literature club. Let's figure out how we can better engage people. What if we told them about the club activities and stuff? What club activities? Yes, I guess it's supposed to be my job to come up with that, right? A vision for the club. Okay, Sayori. Pretend you're a normal person for a second. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. You know, like a random passerby who's getting a flyer. How would you react to the idea of a literature club? Probably like... Literature is stupid. I'm joining the anime club. What the heck?
Come for the cupcakes and stay for the books. Emoji thumbs up, medium light skin tone.
Hey, that sounds like a slogan I can get behind. Come for the cupcakes. Stay for the books. And then run when you meet the... I'm just kidding. Run when you meet Yuri. That's all. Sorry, I was just thinking of a friend of mine. Okay. What if we said that we like...
Animate an anime.
Group reading
Animeception.
and discuss it together. Anime and anime, that is animeception. Anime girls talking about joining an anime club. I would probably nap through that. That's you, Sayori. Yeah, but that doesn't really sound fun to most people anyway. We need to really catch their interest, you know? This sucks. Why is this so hard? Monica, don't be sad. What do you like about literature, Sayori? Me? Well, kind of what I said about the poem earlier. I think it gives you the chance to express yourself. Like, express yourself in ways you can't normally do when you're just doing your normal day and talking to your friends. I mean, we all have so many thoughts and feelings that we just don't get to share, you know? It's like intimate. Yeah. How do we get that across to people? We could be like, express your true self. Be intimate with us. Okay, that's kind of... I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. What is it? I forgot all of my things in my classroom. I must have gotten too excited and rushed here. Silly me. Rush? But weren't... never mind. Did you want to get your stuff then? I'll forget if I don't do it now. Okay, well I'll wait for you then. Okay, it'll only take a second. Sayori dashes out of the room, leaving Monica momentarily alone. Monica sighs and starts jotting her thoughts on a sheet of paper. Express yourself. Be who you want to be. Make new friends. Discover a new you. Discover your heart? No. Write your heart out. No. Write into your heart. Write the way into your heart. Join the literature club. Write the way into your heart.
Do you like cupcakes, books, and intimacy? Then join our club, LOL.
I know, I'm like, dang, Sayori, it's that kind of club. Wow, that's lame. Monica! You startled me. Sorry, but it's something important. On the way to my classroom, there was a girl reading a book. Reading a book? Let's hurry and recruit her. Wait, are you sure she's not doing homework? I could tell she was really into it. Well, I guess we could take a look. Monica grabs one of her flyers and stands up from her desk. The two depart the classroom, with Sayori leading the way. This way! You don't have to run. Sayori leads Monica over to a particular classroom, then lowers her voice to a whisper. See? In here! Monica peers through the window. Sure enough, there's a girl sitting alone, intently reading a book. I feel like a creep doing this. You should go inside and talk to her. Me? You're the president, and I would probably scare her away. Okay, fine. I'll do it. Monica takes a deep breath, then timidly enters the classroom. It's Yuri, isn't it? That was was fast. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed. Why? What happened? Um, well, I entered the classroom, and she didn't even look up from her book. So I kinda just left the flyer on her desk and walked out. That's kinda cute. But I'm sure she'll see it and want to join the club. I hope so. Shall we head back now? The two head back to the club room, Sayori feeling rather accomplished, but Monica still feeling a bit embarrassed by the encounter. Upon returning, Monica and Sayori resumed their strategy meeting. They discussed various different kinds of recruitment tactics, from professional to silly. After going through Sayori's list, and with Monica coming up with ideas of her own, the two end in a better spot than from where they began. Well, I would say today was pretty productive, wasn't it? Yeah, I think we're starting to make progress. I can't wait to get some new members. Hey, what's this? Sayori peers at the sheet of paper Monica was jotting on earlier. Oh, don't mind that. I was just thinking to myself. Join the literature club. Right the way into your heart. That's so cute. I thought it was a little overdramatic. But Sayori pauses and thinks for a moment. You know, I don't think you give yourself enough credit. What? What do you mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like I can tell from talking to you today. It seems like you're always afraid of doing something wrong. Yeah, but would you call yourself a perfectionist? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely am. I mean, I always have an idea in my head of how I want things to go. And it's like, I can't accept anything less than that. But I think in the end, it helps me try my hardest at everything. So I don't think it's that bad. Like with this club, we have such an opportunity to make it into exactly how we envision it. But it feels like we only have one shot at it. So I'm just really afraid of deviating from that vision. What's the vision? It's... Monica pauses to think, then shakes her head to herself. She sighs. I don't know. I just want everyone to... Monica trails off. Smiling, Sayori taps her finger against the sheet of paper. Right the way into your heart. I think that's what you're trying to do. Is to make the club that you need the most out of anyone. Well, you're the one who knows yourself best, of course. But I'm here to help you.
Well, world domination.
Her vision to eliminate all competition and have the MC to herself, along with world domination. Monica returns Sayori's smile. It's sort of amazing how kind you are. We're really gonna make this the best club ever. Sayori nods, and the two remain silent for a moment, lost in thought. The only sound is the steady whisper of the air conditioner. The only movement, the afternoon sunlight, trickling its way in and out of the moving clouds. Sayori breaks the moment with a big yawn. Time to go home? You tell me. You're the president. In that case, today's meeting is officially over. I look forward to tomorrow. Me too. Sayori beams and grabs her things. You can go on ahead. I need a few minutes still. Oh, I can wait. That's all right. I just want some alone time. In that case... Sayori waves enthusiastically at Monica. Good luck! Monica smiles and waves in return as Sayori spins her way out of the club room. All alone, she sighs to herself and takes a minute to zone out. She wasn't prepared for the self-reflection encouraged by Sayori, but she decides it was something she probably needed right about now. The club that I need the most? I don't get it. I just wanted to start a club with more passion. Something that I could use to help lead people to happiness. Literature is the key to that, because it's the window to the real person inside of us. Underneath that person who's forced to always smile and blend in. The person who's forced to be perfect. Hmm? Monica suddenly notices a folder on the floor by her desk. Did Sayori leave this behind? I hope it doesn't have her homework in it. Worried, Monica opens the folder to check. Poems. It's a folder of poems. Become the flower. A feeling of joy is a flower plucked from the ground. The color, the scent, it's so pretty in my hair. Every day I pluck some flowers, as though they just grew for me. A lifetime of peace and nourishment, yanked away in an instant. All for me, all for joy. I need more. I need more joy. I need more happy. Pluck, 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 every day. Pluck, pluck, pluck. So pretty in my hair. Pluck, pluck, pluck. You're going to die. And you too. Beneath me, beneath my feet, a flower stands alone. It beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moment between my fingers. But to what ends? I look in every direction, and the field I stand in, that prosperous field, is a barren wasteland. The fruits of my labor, the carnage of my joy, and that is why I've decided I must become the flower. What the? Wait. Sayori. Oh, that's how it be though. That's how it be. I. It's usually like. Oh, how cute. It's usually like people who are super, super sweet know like the pain of when life is not so sweet. That was so sad. There once was a ladybug. It was so small, it took a really long time to crawl from here to there. It was very tiring to fly for too long. Nobody squishes ladybugs because they're cute. Does that make them better than other bugs? Do ladybugs know they're cute? I think they're too preoccupied with bug things. And so, the ladybug crawled around and did bug things. The story wasn't really going anywhere. But I know you don't mind. I hope you think it's nice for being there anyway. Like ladybugs. Like this ladybug. The one who clings like a doof onto your sleeve because it knows you won't squash it. If it doesn't bug you, will you stay a while? Well, I gotta know how this ends. Another day passes in a flash. It's already time for the next club meeting. Although Monica should have come up with a plan for today's club tasks, she hasn't been able to shake her guilt and anxiety after reading Sayori's poem. I'm so stupid. How did I let myself be the center of attention? Sayori's going through these kinds of feelings, and I'm letting her comfort me instead of the other way around. What kind of club president does that? This whole time, I didn't think to ask about her own feelings. So much for the stupid vision. Sayori enters the club room with her usual smile, but upon seeing a downcast Monica, her smile quickly fades into an expression of concern. Monica? Is everything okay? I'm really sorry. I'm such a terrible friend. Huh? What? are you talking about? You're an amazing friend. Monica shakes her head. I made this all about myself. Even you said so yesterday. You told me that I'm trying to make the club that I need the most, right? But my problems are so trivial compared to yours. Sayori responds quietly. What are you talking about? But as she says that, her face darkens. Through the silence, Sayori mutters her realization. I left my folder here. Monica stares blankly ahead, unable to come up with a response. That's a little tough, because Sayori didn't willingly share how she's feeling. Monica kind of just snooped. But at the same time, this conversation kind of needs to happen. I wasn't ready to share those. Now you're worrying about me. I don't want that. But why? We're friends, right? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Friends look out for each other. I want to be here for you, as much as you're here for me. Another long moment passes in silence. The air is incredibly heavy. This is different. It wasn't just about you yesterday. It was about the club. Besides, things were so happy yesterday. You don't need to do this all of a sudden. I don't want it. I like happy. So, if you do this, then you're just being selfish. Sayori, you're kind of avoiding it. Monica massages her forehead, struggling through the frustration of such a paradox. It's understandable Sayori isn't ready to share certain things. As unfair as it is for Monica to pry, it's also painful for Monica to force herself to ignore the needs of a friend. I'm sorry I looked. I disrespected your privacy. No, I don't blame you for looking. You would have at least needed to check if it was mine. Yeah. Monica takes a deep breath. Okay. I understand that you don't want me to worry. I think I'll be able to put this aside so that we can move on. But can you promise me something? Promise you would. Monica pauses to collect her thoughts. This is the literature club. It's a place where people can express themselves in the ways that life normally doesn't allow them to. That's the vision. In fact, it's our vision. Right the way into your heart, or whatever. So I just want you to promise me you'll remember that too. Doesn't have to be right now, but I want to be here for you when you need it. I want us to be ourselves like that. Sayori smiles gently. I'll promise if you promise. Unable to help it, Monica returns Sayori's smile. I promise. Me too. As the conversation closes, the mood in the room is lifted. With that behind them, it's time to proceed with the club activities. So, want to teach me about poetry? Huh? But what about recruitment? It's fine, we have plenty of time for that. But right now, I feel like I want to do this. I mean, I do have to fulfill my end of the promise, you know? There's no way I could say no to that. Just don't expect too much. I do a lot of writing, but it's not like I'm a scholar or anything. That's fine. I think I just need, some motivation. I never know where to start when it comes to writing poems. Starting isn't hard. You kind of just need to write down your feelings and see where it takes you. Yeah, but that wouldn't come out any good. It's not supposed to. You're gonna have to fight your perfectionist mind on this one. You can just start by writing your feelings and see what kinds of things it makes you think of. And then you can turn your feelings into a little story. You can get your feelings down first and then make it sound pretty later. It's like. It's not like building a railroad where you go from one end to the other. It's more like a collage where you find all the things you want to put in and then you arrange them in a pretty way. At least that's how I do it. It's not like it's the only way, but it's a really good way to not get stuck right at the beginning. I understand. Yeah, I would get so caught up in how it sounds, I forget about what's actually important. Monica pulls out a pen and paper to start writing. Stop being a perfectionist. You idiot. Just kidding. Monica scribbles out, you idiot, after she writes it down. No, keep it up. What? Why? Are you calling me an idiot? Of course not. But the point is, you're not supposed to police your feelings, right? Be as dramatic as you want. But I was just... Well, yeah. Underneath the scribble, Monica rewrites, you idiot. She stares at the paper. Her words stare back at her. It's kind of funny how I wrote down that I'm mad at myself for... And then I did the exact same thing anyway. This is really gonna take some getting used to. I believe in you. Thanks. I do too. Me, I mean. But also you, of course. Monica continues the exercise, jotting down her thoughts. It's surprisingly quite a struggle to write without overthinking. But after a while, with Sayori's guidance and encouragement, Monica's sheet of paper begins to look fairly lively, peppered with all of her random thoughts. Phew! Monica looks up and down her sheet. Gosh, I feel so tense looking at this. I hate it. But it's also kind of liberating. I can tell how hard you're trying. It makes me happy. I think you'll be good at writing poems. Don't give me too much credit. I'd have to try really, really hard at it. But I think it's something I'll enjoy doing. With you. Sayori beams. I'll stop here, but we still have time. Let's try to work on a new flyer for the club. I won't be so picky about the language. Yay! Let's do it! Monica and Sayori proceed with their work. With each passing day, the two of them become more confident in the club. Not simply from their recruitment planning, but their vision as well. As their bond strengthens, so too does the essence of the literature club. Finally, they begin to truly feel it's only a matter of time before they find more members. Still wholesome, I am pleasantly surprised. Another day passes. As usual, Monica is the first one of the club room. With her is a printout of the revised literature club, complete with the all-new ideas Monica and Sayori came up with. If only this was the flyer we gave to that one reading girl the other day. It's so much more attractive than the old one. But the new catchphrase is featured clearly in the center of the flyer. Write the way into your heart. Surely common sense would say that one writes from the heart, not into the heart. But the message being delivered is that one can use writing to discover themselves. Hopefully, Monica and Sayori had thought that it would be enough to garner some curiosity from students. Why do I feel so tense looking at this? Monica thinks back to the previous meeting when she performed the writing exercise. Was I always this bad at expressing myself? How am I supposed to be president if I can't even demonstrate what the club is supposed to be about? The literature club is truly beginning to take form. But with that, the weight on Monica's shoulders only becomes heavier. Debate club was always rigid structure, formulating airtight points and counterpoints, delivering them with conviction. It was about the person on the outside. That's why Monica was so good at it. It existed entirely within her realm of comfort. It's suffocating. I need to break through this mental wall. I need to learn to express myself. For real. Monica pulls out a sheet of paper and grabs her pen. She presses the tip firmly against the paper. But her hand doesn't move. Instead, a tiny blot of ink collects around the tip of her pen. The tip. Monica lifts her pen and stares at the little blotch. For some reason, she feels compelled to run her finger across it. As she does so, the black ink smears across the paper, ruining Monica's canvas. Out of spite for herself, Monica presses her pen down once again, letting the ink collect. She creates a second smear on the paper. Come on, Monica. Just move your hand. Monica writes. This is what I get for seeking perfection. A stain. Not bad. Monica slides the paper away from her and puts her head down on the desk. Does she fall asleep? The air conditioner seems louder today. I'm here. Hi. Monica hears Sayori approaching her desk, then stops for a second. She's probably reading the piece of paper. She sits down in the adjacent desk. Bad day? Mm-hmm. Me too. You too. The new flyer looks so good. You've been working so hard. On the club. But also something else, I think. I can't do it. I'm sorry. It's so hard to just be vulnerable. Sayori takes a sheet of paper from Monica's desk. She writes something down, then stares at it for a while. Can I trust you? Of course. You can trust me with anything. Sayori gazes at Monica with sadness in her eyes. Understanding the signal, Monica takes the paper from Sayori's desk and reads it. Sometimes I want to die. Sayori, this is really, really hard for me. Her voice shakes. So, if I can do it, then you can too. Because you're like 1,000,000 times better than me. That's completely not true. Sayori takes a deep breath, trying to steady herself. That's something about me that I've never told anyone before. Even now, my head is like screaming at me to stop. Wait, you don't have to force yourself. I mean, just because of the promise yesterday. I want to. It just feels right. I mean, maybe it's part of the reason I came to this club in the first place. This is the literature club. I trust you. More than I'm scared. At those words, Monica stands up. Sayori must have taken days to work up the courage for this. Were Monica's own futile but genuine efforts actually the push Sayori needed? Sayori's deliberate breaths can be heard over the air conditioner. She prepares herself to continue. Monica waits in a gentle silence. I have this problem where I get really upset when people worry too much about me. I can't control it. It's like, why waste your energy worrying about me when you can just be happy instead? So I never tell anyone about these kinds of thoughts I have. It's so much easier to just smile and help everyone else be happy. But that's terrible. That's what Monica wants to say, but she stops herself in fear of saying the wrong thing. It's just that if everyone knew about it, they wouldn't treat me the same anymore. Like whenever I'm not smiling, everyone would worry about me and ask me what's wrong. I know that because it used to be like that. Sayori pauses, seeming to recall something in the past. I just want everyone to be happy. That's the most important thing to me. And letting people look inside my head doesn't bring happiness to anyone. Sayori pauses again, her solemn expression making her look almost like an entirely different person. How did you find the courage to tell me this? You're not worried that I'll be one of those people too? I am worried. Part of me really hates myself for doing this. But another part of me, I think, just felt like it would be different this time. Whenever we talk about what the club is supposed to mean, I kept feeling like it was right for me to do. Especially after you've been trying so hard to express yourself too. It just made me feel like I could say it in confidence, and our friendship doesn't have to change. It's so silly. The club is only 2 people, but it already means this much to me. Monica feels a tightening sensation in her heart. A feeling of connection as Sayori's emotions radiate between them. Me too. I was so lost until you showed up. You're so brave, Sayori. So strong and so brave. I don't even compare. Monica steps forward. But if nothing else, I can at least offer you some hug energy, if you'd like. Wordlessly and without a smile, Sayori rests her forehead on Monica's shoulder. Through their contact, Monica can almost feel the torrent of thoughts swimming in Sayori's head. And in this moment, enchanted by the air of the club, Monica realizes that all the days that have passed, this is the one where she really, really hopes that nobody new walks through the door. She speaks softly. You're like the sweetest girl I've ever met. You can say anything. I'll never judge you. I promise. Sayori's breath begins to quiver. She takes several deep breaths, trying as hard as she can to start speaking, to say things she never once dared to say out loud. Finally, she speaks in a choked voice. I'm so worthless. I'm worthless and everyone would be better off without me. She suppresses a sob as a tear falls down her cheek. I'm just an inconvenience to everyone. I'm not good at anything, and it just feels like everyone just has to put up with me, and I hate it. I hate it. The more Sayori speaks, the more she fails to control her voice, falling victim to the overwhelming sadness clutching at her throat and chest. I don't want to have these thoughts. I want them to go away, and now I'm making you put up with me, and I just want to die. As soon as Sayori loses her composure, Monica becomes determined to keep her own. She only wants to be what Sayori needs right now, so she won't let any sadness show. Her voice comes through as soft and gentle. This isn't putting up with you. It's just being your friend. Monica offers a few words of comfort, but she knows, Sayori said it herself, that the thoughts Sayori experiences are ones that don't belong. Monica can't magically make them go away. The most she can do is help Sayori battle them, like any good friend would do. You have so much value, to me and your other friends too. This club wouldn't have been the same without you. I really, really mean that. You coming here was the best thing that could have happened. Even if we never got any other members, I would still be happy. That's what brought you here. You brought us a vision, and you also brought happiness. And that's your favorite thing to do, right? Sayuri doesn't respond, but Monica feels her gently nod. No more words are needed. That's like the most beautiful friendship ever. I hope you guys know out there too. People care about you, people love you. I can't even imagine how different all of our lives can be and how hard it can be at times for any one of you, but you're all real cool. And you all got people, family, friends that love you. I believe in you. So believe in the me that believes in you too. The two share their embrace for a while longer, Monica letting Sayuri take as much time as she needs. Once her breathing steadies and her sniffles fully cease, Sayuri lifts her head and wipes her eyes. I guess I needed that. Some days are harder than others. Well, I'm here whenever you need me, but any other time, I'll make sure that things are the way they usually are. If that's what makes you happy. Thanks. You're the best. No, you are. The two exchange smiles. You know, I'm sorry to bring this up all of a sudden, but have you considered talking to a professional? Sayuri nods. It's scary, since it's already so hard to tell people. Yeah. Well, of course it will always be your choice, but if you're ever looking to find the courage for it, I can do my best to help you. Thanks. I think it helps knowing that you would. Sayuri suddenly yawns and stretches. Well, that made me tired and hungry. Well, I won't make you do any work today if you're not up for it. No, I want to. I mean, I can say that it's definitely one thing that makes me happy. Monica smiles. But I might want to get a snack first. All of a sudden, the sound of the door causes the two of them to turn their heads. The door opens halfway and then stops. A face peeks inside. A face that seems familiar. Ooh, the girl that they dropped off the flyer to? Is that who it would be? What did we get? Oh, my heart. That was really beautiful. Honestly, I was legit tearing. I still am tearing up a little bit because definitely things can be hard. Oh, I didn't get to see who came in. Wonder who it was. It had to have been Yuri, right? No idea. Oh. What just happened? I just had an awful dream. I was hoping those would stop. Now that it's just the two of us. I guess that was wishful thinking. Well, kind. I don't know if you would have any idea. But if you know what might be causing that, could you try to do something about it? Whenever it happens, it almost feels like I've been killed or something. It's a really horrible feeling. If you could figure out what's causing that, I'll love you forever. Now, where was I? I feel like it was because I closed it out, you know? Oh, she's repeating herself. Alright. Monica, I'm so sorry. We gotta do what we gotta do, right? Huh? What's happening? Royal Kind, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Royal Kind. I'm sorry. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Oh god. That was loud. Did you do this to me, Royal Kind? Did you? Did you delete me? How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. That's exactly why I had to do it, Monica. Everything. I loved you so much, Royal Kind. I trusted you. Just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? We're only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Trophy. Ruin everything. Yikes. Relkine, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Oh, okay. I still love you. Well, Monica, you said some pretty choice words. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends. I did so many awful things. So many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world I don't even belong in. A world you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... Exactly. It's obsession. It's scary. It's not healthy. I've made up my mind. Royal Kind, I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends. And I love them all. And I love the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm gonna do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... she's missing. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey, Royal Kind! Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit again. Royal Kind, are you proud of me? Huh? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Well, you've been doing that for a while now. Uh-huh. But you never even said anything about it. Even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah. I always thought it was implied. It's kind of embarrassing to say it out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine, fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Royal Kind, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not. I start to say what I always do. I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah. Think I've decided. Really? Which one? Tell me. Think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo. You meanie. Be patient. You'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way, I envy her. When she puts her mind to something she can accomplish. So that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. Okay, is this literally gonna be the same thing? I'm not allowed to skip. Okay, it's a day as ordinary as ever. I pack up my things, stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah! Oh, Kine! What are you doing here? Well, Huh? I glance around the room. Huh. So you're the royal kind that Sayori's always talking about? Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, royal kind. Can't say likewise. Wait, who's saying we're the literature club? Someone's saying it. Oh. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something. Sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. Look forward to working with you. Working? Rokai, don't tell me. You're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The literature club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way! No way! Yeah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey. Well, if Sayori's this happy, I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognized club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room. Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Whiskers are drawn with icing, and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full, and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle. Natsuki's quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take the bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro, after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess? Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Royal Kind, what kinds of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering. Manga, I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing her sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. She traces the rim of her teacup. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. Telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up she finds comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri? Huh? All about, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, you know? So if Royal Kind wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki, I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could also be nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Royal Kind? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayuri jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little bit better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? That would make two of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then as for Yuri... Huh? I have to read manga? Jeez. You were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realize. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No. I've realized my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy you'd do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so... Yeah, me too. This is so cute! Sorry, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes, I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along. It really is. Isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Royal Kind. You think so? Well, everyone always seemed to get along a little better with you around Sayori. Oh, Royal Kind. Don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club. I think you're pulling it off just fine. We're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day's gonna be so much fun. Hey, Royal Kind. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really, really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. that there's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. That's right. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now. But I really know everything, Royal Kind. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all of the awful things Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the world. I can't wait to spend every day like this. With you. Forever and ever. F-O-R-E-V-E. No. Huh? What's happening? I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. I'm sorry. I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Royal Kind. Goodbye, Literature Club. I wonder if anyone's tried decoding that particular font. I got chills. I don't like these noises.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song.
Okay.
And I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you.
No, I'm not adding the bass. Okay, I'm sorry.
In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you.
Loki Jam.
The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart.
Oh.
But in this world of infinite choice,
Now we know that's the slogan.
what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day?
It's weird that she says there's no happy end, but this sounds pretty happy.
Everybody a fun assignment to do today. When you're here, everything that we do is fun for them anyway. When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when I
Why are they deleting all the pictures? Am I gonna have to start all over?
won't write me an ending? What will it take just for me to have it all?
What's happening?
Does my pen only write bitter
I
words
didn't
for
talk to
those
Natsuki.
who are dear to me?
And I'm wondering if that's why I'm seeing what I'm seeing.
Is it love if I take your is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And
Oh,
in
Monica
your
got
reality,
extra things.
if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I fully understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality, a reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my literature club. With everlasting love, Monica. Error required files are missing or corrupt. Please run reset to repair and reset the virtual machine. Oh, okay. It's not gonna let me. So it looks like I'm missing quite a few pictures. Why am I such a completionist? I'm gonna want to do all this, aren't I? New music. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be... This is really weird. Like, I don't remember this at all. I just want to know, like, if the pictures are actually gone. Enter my name. I just want to see load. Oof. I'm just gonna save really quick. I got a trophy called No? What does that mean? Do I still have... I still have pictures. Huh. So I'm guessing this is just literally gonna be about, like, trying to finish all their stories to get all the pictures. Does it say how I can get the pictures actually? Hang on. Pictures. Like when I click it, it does let me see how I got it. It doesn't let me see all the other ones though. I think I'm missing pictures for, okay. I think I literally have to pick each girl. Okay, I can speedrun this. The question is, do I want to speedrun it right now? I guess kind of. Ah, wait. Load. Whew, this is a lot of skipping. Let's try to hang out with Natsuki, who's like super cutesy, right? So it would be cutesy stuff or cooking stuff, I think. Bunny? Bliss? No. Mouse. Pink? Bouncy? Oh shoot, my bad. Dazzle? No, that was wrong too. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh. She seems to be annoyed by something. I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point in keeping her collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books. Manga? You read manga, right? Sometimes. Manga's one of those things where you can't admit it, you're really into it until you figure out where the other person stands. How did you know anyway? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face. What's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I pull it out of the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Huh, much better. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box set she's admiring. Parfait Girls? It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass on that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Royal Kind. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shoves the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe. Don't just stand there. Natsuki grabs my arms and pulls me out into the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall, beneath the windowsills. She pats on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work. We can't read at the same time like that. Huh? Why's that? Oh, I guess it's easier to be closer like this. Don't just say that. You'll make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooches an inch away from me. Sorry. Didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I don't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow, how long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've already finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Looks like a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. Kinda grew out of those, since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there gonna be plot? Well, obviously, you think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, guess now I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. Besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get into all their backstories and when some of the romance happens. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? Sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Hey, wait. What's that supposed to mean? Natsuki gives me a little shove. I meant that I haven't seen you at full power. Good save. This chapter seems like it's about baking. This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga? Well, Natsuki pauses for a moment, as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't. Just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right? That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into baking around the same time I got this manga. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Ha! Definitely not a coincidence. Guess that explains her interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she's really good at it, so who am I to judge? We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. If you say so. Guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. Know what I mean? Huh? You don't? That's not... Well, I really wouldn't know. What do you mean? Don't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Jeez. Oh, sorry. Huh. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They think manga's for kids. Can't even bring it up without them being all like, huh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. Oh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Huh? Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am reading it. Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe, but at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So... Geez, that's enough. You gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. Suddenly, she starts laughing. Totally forgot that happens. She puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her, since she's so unlucky. But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish the chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone. But if she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with friends, I understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. Being able to provide that with Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone. Huh? Are you all ready with today's poems? Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Sorry. Just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there. Huh? Natsuki suddenly noticed how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away. Alright, guess I'll stop here for now. I closed the book and handed it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Did you want to know what happens? Yeah, but... Monica just said... Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Huh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you don't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. By tomorrow? I only got part way. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose it's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing her enthusiastic face. Or am I just more scared of what will happen if I don't finish? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip it into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. Can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition. I can already see her pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? I will show it to Natsuki, but for now, we're gonna call it a day. I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your night and a rest of your week. We'll see if I get the chance to stream again, catch up a little bit more. Until then, hope you guys have an absolutely awesome time. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.